All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're extracting the absolute core lessons from a really fantastic source text to build you a visual, step-by-step guide to daily English conversation. So, if you want to master the basics, without all the fluff, you're in the exact right place. Let's just dive right in. I actually want to start with Emma. She's from our source material, and she sets just the perfect supportive tone for us today. She says, "Don't worry if your English isn't perfect. Just listen, repeat, and enjoy." And honestly, that hits the nail on the head. The goal here isn't absolute perfection right out of the gate, right? It's about communication, understanding, and simply enjoying the whole process of learning.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our day in the life roadmap. We're going to look at morning routines, work and travel, shopping and dining, free time, essential vocabulary, and then put it into practice.
Starting with Section 1, Morning Routines and Habits.
So, setting the scene for typical morning conversations. It's actually really fascinating to see how there are multiple correct ways to answer simple questions about your morning. On the left side, we've got Alex. He wakes up at 6:30 a.m. and fuels his day with eggs, toast, and tea. Classic. But on the right, Emma wakes up at 7 a.m. and she goes for oatmeal, bananas, and coffee. Two entirely different habits, but both are perfectly described using very simple, clear English.
Now, when you're describing your morning, sequence is literally everything. Look at how the source material logically orders Emma's actions. Step 1, take a shower. Step 2, get dressed. Step 3, leave for work. By breaking your routine down into this kind of logical, step-by-step flow, you make it incredibly easy for anyone listening to follow along. Moving right along to Section 2, Navigating Work and Travel. Our source text provides this really fantastic contrast between two very common commute styles, and it introduces some critical transit vocabulary along the way. On the left, we're looking at commuting by car, which Alex does because his office is a pretty far distance. The downside, he has to deal with heavy traffic. Then, on the right, we have Emma's commute by bus, which takes a super reliable 30 minutes. Contrasting these two experiences gives you the exact words you'll need to describe your own daily journey. Next up, the workplace. This breakdown shows exactly how to clearly explain what you do for a living. When you're explaining your job, you really just state your title and then simply list a few core duties. Like, Alex is an office worker, right? So his duties are answering emails, attending meetings, and helping customers. Emma is a teacher. She teaches English to beginner students. It's clean, it's structured, and honestly, it's exactly how you should formulate your own professional introduction. Okay, setting the scene for the afternoon with Section 3, Shopping, Dining, and Directions. If you only memorize one sentence for navigating a new city, make it this one right here. "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station?" This brilliantly illustrates a perfect, polite, totally ready-to-use template for asking for help. And the best part, you can swap out train station for absolutely any location you need to find. And when someone actually responds to that question, it'll likely sound like this simple directional map provided in our source. Step 1, go straight. Step 2, turn left. Step 3, you'll see it on your right. Visualizing these directions really helps you anticipate what the person is going to say before they even finish speaking. After all that navigating, you might want to grab some food. Check out this exact transaction script from the cafe scenario in the text. "Can I have a chicken sandwich, please?" Which leads immediately to, "Your total is $10. Notice how incredibly concise this is. Ordering food doesn't require some long, complex story. Keep it direct and transactional. All right, the workday is done. The errands are run. Let's relax a bit with Section 4, Free Time and Weekends. So the source material makes a really clear distinction between how we unwind during the week versus the weekend. Look at the left side here. Weekday evenings are all about quick recharges, hitting the gym, taking a 30-minute walk, listening to pop or maybe some soft music, reading, or just watching YouTube. But on the right, weekends open up for bigger time commitments, like spending time with family and friends or watching movies. And it gets specific too. Alex loves the thrill of adventure movies, while Emma, she prefers comedies because, as they note, laughter is incredibly good for us. Plus, after a long week, who really wants more drama? Moving right along to Section 5, Essential Phrases and Vocabulary. Think of this as your ultimate visual cheat sheet. We are distilling the core conversational building blocks directly from the source. So the crucial point is mastering these specific words. We've pulled these 10 exact definitions to anchor your understanding, from breakfast simply being your morning meal, to traffic meaning many cars on the road, down to weather and journey. These 10 words right here, they're literally the structural pillars of everyday spoken English. Next, let's rapidly highlight the first 10 foundational phrases provided in the text. Good morning. How are you? Excuse me. I'm sorry, and no problem. Really emphasize these in your mind right now, because their utility in polite, daily interactions is absolutely unmatched. These phrases are basically the social glue of the language.
And as we quickly flow through the remaining 10 phrases here, I want you to pay special attention to the ones used to ask for clarification. I don't understand. Could you repeat that? And can you help me? These are your safety nets, folks. Never, ever be afraid to use them when you're jumping into a new language. Finally, bringing it all home with Section 6. Put it into practice. It is time to step off the sidelines. I want you to become an active participant right now. Here are 4 practice prompts for you. 1. What time do you wake up? 2. What do you eat for breakfast? 3. How do you go to work or school? And 4. What do you do on weekends? I enthusiastically encourage you to actually use the vocabulary and the templates we've mapped out in these previous slides to form your own answers out loud. But hey, before you do that practice, let me leave you with this final provocative thought directly from the end of our source text. Why are you learning English? Connect this explainer directly to your personal motivation, whether it's to travel the world, advance your career, or maybe just make some new friends. Keeping that specific why in your mind is what will inspire you to keep practicing every single day. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll see you on the next explainer.